My beloved child, my precious chosen one. Today the heavens leaned so close to the earth that even the wind held its breath just to carry your name on its wings. The whisper was softer than a feather, yet stronger than thunder. And the moment it left the throne room, every angel in heaven stopped what they were doing, turned in perfect unison, and flew with all their might to place this message into your hands. They did not walk. They did not stroll. They raced because what they carry is alive, it is breathing, it is moving, and it belongs to you right now, this very second. Congratulations, sweet one of mine. Your miracle is no longer on its way. It has already stepped over the threshold of your life. It is standing in the same room you are sitting in, looking at you with eyes full of love, waiting for you to notice it is already here. Archangel Michael himself, the mighty warrior whose very name makes darkness tremble, has planted his feet firmly beside you and declared with a voice that echoes through eternity, I will not let my child miss this, not today, not ever, not for one single moment. So please, my love, do not close this. Do not let your finger scroll past. Do not treat this like any ordinary thing you have ever read, because this is sacred ground we are walking on together. Every word you're seeing right now was dipped in liquid light before it reached your eyes. Every sentence is carrying a seed that was planted for you before the foundations of the world were laid. Every line is a golden key turning slowly in a lock that has guarded your greatest blessings until this exact, perfect, heaven-ordained moment. Feel it, beloved, that soft trembling deep inside your chest, that little flutter beneath your ribs, that sudden warmth spreading through your arms and fingertips. That is not fear. That is not worry. That is your spirit leaping up and shouting, yes, this is it. I know this voice. Your soul has been waiting its whole life to hear these words spoken directly to you. Something enormous has just moved in the unseen realm, and the wave of it is washing over you right now, right here as your eyes move across these lines. Mountains that blocked your path for years are sliding out of the way while you read. Doors that refused to open no matter how hard you knocked are creaking wide on golden hinges. Blessings with your name carved beautifully across them are being carried toward you by angels who have stood guard over them since the day you drew your first breath. God himself reached down and bent time today. He rearranged appointments in heaven and on earth just so this message would land in front of you at the only second that would change everything. That is why Archangel Michael is so fierce when he says, child, stay. Do not look away. Do not treat this lightly. This is the moment your whole life has been leading to. Take a slow, deep breath right now, and slowly out. Feel the light pouring into your lungs with every breath you take while these words are before you. Things that looked impossible just minutes ago are quietly becoming possible. Paths that were dead ends are suddenly stretching open before you. Outcomes that felt forever closed are gently, lovingly turning in your direction. And if a small voice inside is still asking, is this really for me? Could this actually be true? Then hear me clearly, my love. You would not have made it this far into these words. You would not still be reading line after line, unless God himself had reached down and guided every step that brought you here. Out of billions of hearts beating on the earth today, heaven chose yours to flood with this message at this exact hour. That alone is all the proof you will ever need. Before we go any deeper, and oh, my sweet one, we are going so much deeper, I need to ask you something with all the tenderness in my heart. Stay close. Stay connected. Press that subscribe button now, while heaven's presence is so thick around you. Turn on the little bell so that every time God breathes another word over your life, it finds you instantly. These messages are not random. They are divine appointments scheduled long ago in the courts of heaven. and you have been placed on a list that can never be removed. From the very first moment your tiny heart began to beat, heaven was already writing a story over your life, so beautiful it makes the sunrise look pale. Every storm you walked through, every night you cried yourself to sleep, every time you whispered, "God, are you still there?" None of it erased even one sentence of that story. And today, Archangel Michael has stepped forward with fire in his eyes and unspeakable joy in his voice to announce that the waiting chapter is officially closed. The page is turned. The new chapter is titled Now. Your miracle has not only been sent, it has landed. It is here. It is breathing the same air you're breathing. That racing in your heart, that tingling in your hands, that sudden rush of tears you cannot explain. That is the exact moment everything shifted forever. Chains you carried for years are snapping like dry twigs under the weight of this truth. The thing you thought was delayed forever is no longer delayed. The door you thought was locked for good is swinging wide. The person you thought was gone forever is already being drawn back by hands greater than yours. The healing you gave up on is already flowing. The provision you cried out for is already on its way. When Michael draws his sword, destinies change. When Michael speaks, heaven and earth listen. And right now, he is standing over your life, roaring into every dark corner. This belongs to my child, and no one touches it. That sudden warmth wrapping around you like the softest blanket. That is Michael himself embracing you through these words. For years you prayed in secret. You cried where no one could see. You held on when every voice around you said to let go. You wondered if heaven had forgotten your name. Sweet one, heaven never forgot. Every tear was caught and stored. Every prayer was written in a book. Those tears became seeds. Those prayers became arrows. And right now, the harvest is breaking through the ground so fast you can almost hear it growing. The silence you hated was never rejection. It was construction. God was building something so magnificent it had to be done in secret so nothing could destroy it. The delay was never denial. It was protection. God was keeping you safe from half blessings, from wrong people, from open doors that would have led to greater pain. And now the scaffolding is coming down. The curtain is being pulled back. The thing you begged for on your knees is standing in front of you, wearing your name like a crown. Michael is not asking you to work harder today. You have already carried enough. This blessing is not something you earn. It is something you open your hands and receive. Breathe it in right now. Whisper quietly in your heart, I receive. I receive my miracle. I receive everything heaven has been holding for me. Feel the air changing around you. Even the room feels lighter, doesn't it? That is because angels just walked in where you are. Some are smiling. Some are laughing with pure joy. One just placed a gentle hand on your shoulder. You are not alone. You never were. Every generational weight that followed your family, every cycle of lack, sickness, heartbreak, every curse that tried to cling to your bloodline, it ends here. You are the chosen one to break it. Because you stayed. Because you kept reading when doubt screamed at you to stop. Your children will never carry what you carried. Your grandchildren will tell stories about the day everything changed, and they will point to this moment and say, it started when heaven sent that long message and my grandmother refused to look away. You are not just receiving a miracle for yourself. You are opening a river that will flow for generations. That is why Michael is so urgent. That is why he keeps whispering, stay until the last word. Because every sentence is pouring healing oil on wounds you thought would scar forever. Every paragraph is washing away disappointment that's settled in your bones. Every line is placing a crown where shame once lived. You are not the same person who began reading this. Light has already entered rooms in your soul that have been dark for decades. Hope is rising like the sun after the longest, coldest night. Put your hand on your heart for a moment. Feel it beating? That rhythm is heaven's drum declaring, it is finished. The wait is over. The new season begins right now. Very soon you will wake up and realize the heaviness is gone. Very soon a phone will ring with news you never expected. Very soon money will appear from places you had forgotten. Very soon a doctor will speak words you never thought you would hear. Very soon the person who walked away will look at you with brand new eyes. Very soon you will laugh again, the deep, free, from the belly laugh that has been missing for years. And when people ask, how did this happen so fast? You will smile softly and say, I was reading a message one ordinary day, and heaven walked right in and changed everything. This is your moment. This is your hour. This is your wide open heaven. Congratulations, my beloved child. Your miracle has arrived. It is here. It is yours. And nothing in this world or beneath it can ever take it away. Archangel Michael is still standing beside you, sword raised high, wings spread wide, smiling the biggest smile you have ever seen. He is saying, well done, little one. You stayed. You received. Now watch what I do next. I love you with a love that will never end. Heaven loves you even more. Now go live in a miracle that has already begun. And so, my beloved, the river does not stop here. It widens. It deepens. It rushes forward with a sound like 1,000 waters, carrying you gently but irresistibly into the wide open space God has prepared for you all along. Can you feel the current beneath your feet even now? That gentle pull that will not let you stay where you were. That is the Holy Spirit Himself lifting you, moving you, placing you exactly where every promise written over your life can finally breathe and bloom and become solid ground under your feet. Look up for a moment. Close your eyes and look with your spirit. Do you see them? The angels who have been assigned to you since before you took your first breath are no longer standing at attention in the distance. They are close now, so close you could touch their wings if you reached out. Some are laughing with pure delight. Some have tears of joy running down their faces because the long assignment of guarding your promises is finally turning into the sweet assignment of delivery. They are singing over you, a song so beautiful it would stop your heart if you heard it with human ears. But your spirit hears it. That is the melody playing quietly beneath every beat of your heart right now. Every place you ever felt forgotten, heaven is kissing with remembrance. Every place you ever felt ashamed, heaven is covering with honor. Every place you ever felt broken, heaven is making brand new. There is no crack in your story that light is not flooding into at this very moment. There is no wound in your soul that healing oil is not running down into right now. Even the scars you thought would stay forever are beginning to shine like gold, because God never wastes pain. He only ever turns it into glory. And oh, my love, the people who walked away, the ones who hurt you deepest, the ones who said you would never make it, they're about to watch the greatest comeback story heaven has ever written. Not so you can point fingers, not so you can say, I told you so, but so that every mouth will be stopped and every heart will know without question that it was the hand of God and the hand of God alone that lifted you. They will see the radiance on your face and feel the weight of glory resting over your life, and they will fall on their knees, some in awe, some in repentance, because the goodness of God leads even the hardest hearts back home. Your finances are not just going to recover, they're going to overflow. Your body is not just going to function, it's going to thrive. Your relationships are not just going to mend, they're going to flourish like a garden after spring rain. Your dreams are not just going to come true. They're going to come true bigger, brighter, and more beautiful than the little pictures you once dared to hold in your heart. What you thought was the ceiling was only ever the floor. God has taken the lid off, and there is no limit to what He is pouring in. Even now, while your eyes move across these words. Contracts are being signed in rooms you have never entered. Phones are beginning to ring with numbers you do not yet recognize. Emails are landing in inboxes carrying yes where there was only no for years. Healing is flowing through bloodlines you did not even know were connected to yours. Doors you hammered on until your knuckles bled are opening from the inside, and kind faces are standing there saying, "We have been waiting for you." You do not have to chase anymore. You do not have to beg anymore. You do not have to prove anymore. You only have to stand still and watch the salvation of your God. The wilderness season has ended. The desert is blooming. The night is over. Morning has broken, and it has your name written in its light. Keep your heart wide open, beloved. Keep your hands unclenched. Keep your eyes soft with wonder, because what is coming toward you is not a trickle. It is a flood. It is not a whisper. It is a roar. It is not a single blessing. It is every blessing heaven has ever stored up with your name on it, rushing toward you all at once in the most beautiful collision you will ever experience. You will laugh again. You will dance again. You will sing again. You will love again. You will live again, really live, the way you were always meant to, free and light and whole and overflowing. And when you do, the whole world will look at you and see what happens when a child of God refuses to let go of hope. This is only the beginning, my darling, the first page of the best chapter of your life. Heaven is not finished with you. Heaven has only just started. I'm so proud of you for staying. I'm so proud of you for receiving. I'm so proud of you for being you, exactly you, the one God dreamed of before time began. Walk forward now, my love. The path is clear. The angels are cheering. The Father is smiling. And your miracle, your beautiful, long-awaited, heaven-sent miracle, is walking right beside you, holding your hand, whispering, "We are going home."